hello viewers, and welcome to another episode of the Enoch Generation, a generation that walks with God. In our last episode, we had with us Mrs. Beulah, and she shared her walk with Jesus and how Jesus was her brother, her father, and Jesus led her to the right life partner. Well, we have her with us to continue her journey with Jesus. Thank you so much, Beulah, for being with us. It was a very interesting journey that you shared with us as to how God led you step by step to find your life partner. So when it came to, the marriage ceremony as such, were there any, problems between your family and theirs? Because both of you come from different backgrounds, and how was everything arranged?
Yes, there was as such because I had a very good father-in-law, so we didn't have much problem. I still remember when they all came home. He asked, they call him Bablu at home. So he asked, Bablu, unukku pidichirukka? 3 times he asked his son. He told, pidichirukku daddy. That Tamil culture, they'll change the tattu illaya. So he did that. All is my father-in-law's, this thing is for children's.
Okay.
So even on their side, they has to face so much of problems. Being in a Chettiar family, when they got married, their daughter to a who's a converted Christian, all were against telling உங்க பசங்க நீங்க ஒழுங்கா வளர்க்கல, அவங்க ஒரு கிறிஸ்டியன் வேணும்னு கேட்டா நீங்க எப்படி, how can you do that for them? So they were all against. It's the same problem my father-in-law has to face. But he told, see, my children have not done anything wrong. They are going into some other religion, telling that they want to follow that. So that's not harm. They are good, they are happy. So whatever is my children's happiness is my happiness. So my father-in-law stood with the son, stood with the daughter. So it was, he's such an awesome person. He's no more with us now. So he's really a very awesome person. So that we didn't have so much of confusion and all. Things went on so well, and it was good marriage ceremony.
So when you saw Brother Manikandan for the first time, did you feel in your spirit that this was the man
Yes.
God had for you?
Yes.
And did he recognize you as the Eve, the flesh of his flesh and bone of his bone?
So when I really, to be very frank, when I saw him first, I saw his hair. And I told my friend, like, oh my God, no hair. And so, though it's God's will, I'm like, I don't want, or like, and he's like, what is this? What's happening in your life? And God is doing such an awesome thing, Beulah. What? You're just looking into that hair. You just see him. He's a man of God. And what fault you can find in him? Like as in flesh, I had that doubt. But as of really very good person.
So was he able to recognize you
Yes.
as, this is my wife?
Yes.
Okay, good. So when you started your journey together, how did you, kind of adjust into his family, and how did he adjust into yours? Because both of you seem to have been born and brought up in, total different cultures. So how was the adjustment happening?
Really, there was much problem because from the food pattern it changes in their house, and the timing they eat food and the culture, everything is totally different. In our house is totally different. See, they all are from Hindu background, so the females won't sit in the sofa or something. Anyone comes, taka taka, they'll all sit in the floor, and females have to wait till the males finish their lunch, then only they have to eat. It's not like that in our house. We all
more of an orthodox, family,
and it took time for me to get adjust to their culture and this thing. And I learned it was a tough part for me only. There were much misunderstandings. Usually, 1 or 2 years we'll have there were tug of wars. Like sometimes I think maybe I took a wrong choice. I could have married a Christian, but again God will speak to me. No, you have married a right person only. It was
because generally it is the small things that matters, and the small things that become molehills that become mountains.
Yes.
So it is nice that God gave you the grace to adjust and gave them the grace to understand you and adjust with you as well. So as life, took its journey, then when did he move into new full-time ministry, and how was your reaction to everything?
Yes. No, before marriage itself, he's a full-time ministry
Oh,
only.
is it?
I
Okay.
married him as a man of God only.
Okay.
Before that itself, he resigned and things were going, things and all. Before that itself, he resigned. As soon as I got married, first one was an abortion for me.
Oh my God.
So they all told, எங்க வீட்லலாம் it never, abortion has never happened. I was just sitting and crying, Lord, again, what is this? Fighting for a marriage and got married. Again, another one black mark, and I was just crying. The next day, they are going to, I still remember it's August 3rd. They're going to do a DNC for me, and before night, we both were sitting and crying in the hospital room. It was a duplex, like there was a division. There was
Okay.
another old lady in the first room, and slowly she walked into a room with a Bible. She told,
Oh, she's a patient there.
yes, she's a
Okay.
patient there. And she came and she sat and told, I'm seeing you both are crying from the time you got admitted. I was praying for you both. And she told, I'm seeing a vision. You're having a boy in your hand with curly hair. God is
Wow.
going to bless you with a boy child, ma. Don't cry. God will do marvelous things in your life. I was thinking, Lord, you can even talk to me with a patient. What is happening in my life? It was like, okay, I was like, then also what my husband did, called a doctor and told, can you show me once how the baby is? And they showed, see, the growth has stopped by 7 weeks. Now she's 12 weeks. If we don't do that, it's a danger for the mother. Please, we have to. Then we just did it and came. And after 5 months, again, I got conceived. I was so happy, jolly. Third month, again, that exact 12 weeks, I was in my department sitting. Suddenly, I got up. I had so much of vomiting. Like, I vomit so much. I got up full bleeding.
Oh my
My
God.
full dress is full bleeding. My chair. I thought, what is this, Lord? Again, this same third month, I didn't call anyone. I didn't tell even my colleagues. I just walked to the gynec department. I told my doctor. She was just so shocked. She told, lie down, Beulah. 4 o'clock, the scan doctor will come. We have to do a scan and see. They gave 2 steroids injection. I was like that 1 hour was like one, like I don't know how to explain. What will the doctor tell? How is the baby now? I started asking her, Lord, again people will talk back on me. Lord, please do some favor, Lord. Then the doctor took the scan and told, baby is healthy. I don't know why the bleeding is coming.
Praise God.
It was a fresh bleed. And doctor told, strict bed rest.
Oh,
So 2 to 3 months, I should lie down in bed. I get up, I'll bleed. I should just lie down in the cot. For food alone, I should get up. To the restroom, I should get up. Again, I should lie down in the bed. It was hectic for me. So much of steroid injection. I put on so much weight. And I don't know what's happening in my life. Then 7th month, my medical director, that time it was Rajkumari ma'am, she called me to the hospital. She told, you come sit in the chair and you can walk out. No need to see any patients, you just come. I did that, but all with so much of care, everything, it was a premature baby. 32 weeks he was born. He was just only 1.5 kg when he was born. My elder son, he was so small. Again, I don't know, I was asking Lord, what is happening? But really, God gave me the grace to bring up the child. And now he is 10 years old,
Wow.
doing his 5th standard, a very intelligent boy. No one can tell that he's a preterm. But now I look back and thank God, because when I see all the premature babies and the mothers in the hospital sitting and crying, I go sit with them, tell my testimony, show the photos. They will tell, ma'am, for you premature baby, so small your baby was, now your baby is 10 years. I will tell, God will do mighty things. It maybe God changed this into a testimony to support many mothers who are just crying.
Whatever the devil means for harm,
Yes.
God always changes it for good. So now He's made you a great blessing to several mothers who are sitting with the same heartache, wondering how they could
Yes.
even bring up a child that is so tiny. And so, well, does your son have curly hair?
Yes, he had. Really, he
I
had.
was so inquisitive to find out
Yes,
that he
he
had
had
curly
that.
hair. Okay, so when you saw the baby with the curly hair, did
It
you
was like I still remember because the auntie told it's a boy, no. So in the whole scan, I don't know what baby it is. I was given full anesthesia. It was a cesarean for me, and I was coming back like to conscious. I opened my eyes. I saw one nurse passing by. I just opened. I told what child it is. She told it's a male baby. Then I closed. Lord did things. What He has promised me, He gave. He told me
Such a
He'll give me
faithful
a
God.
yes.
So how long was it after your marriage that you had your child?
I was married in 2011, May. He was born in 2012, October.
Oh, that's really nice. So God was so faithful
Yes.
in what He said. And then, did you have difficulties in bringing him up because he was a preterm child?
No, that's one for 4 months I suffered. That's all. Rest all by 6 months he became into a normal baby weight.
Wow,
6 months
praise God.
baby weight he came. That's all. I went for duty. 7th month I left him at home and I went for the regular work.
Okay.
And that 4 months I suffered. That's all.
Then he's perfectly okay otherwise.
Yes.
And then I think God blessed you with one more child, isn't
Yes.
it?
Yes.
So when did that happen?
Yes. And then I thought, okay, one child is enough. Because of all these things, I told no more child. One is enough. So we were just leading a happy life, like all going, coming. Suddenly when we, like each and every pastor come, no, they'll pray and tell God is having one more blessing. He's having one child in your hand. Why are you like both being an hindrance for His kingdom? I was thinking, what is this? No, like even on Sunday, not Sunday, December, Christmas month, all these carol service will happen, no? Like that one pastor prophesies telling that God wants to give you one child. He wants this child for His kingdom. You both are being hindrance for Him. So He wants this child. So I thought, okay, hereafter we should surrender ourselves to God's will. And after 7 years of my first son, God gave again another boy. And
So you have two sons?
yes.
Okay. So now, how old is the younger one?
Ega is going to turn 3 by next month.
Okay. And do you see, any difference in him? That does he have any encounters with the Lord or something like that? Have you seen something?
He'll be a bit smarter. The resemblance will be like his brother only, but I can see a slight difference in him. A smarter boy. Whenever my parents give him the they'll give some like every month she'll give some amount. Immediately he'll go kneel down.
Wow.
Kneel down and pray and then get that amount. And he wants something, he'll come and kiss everybody. All these things he'll do, and he'll be playing somewhere. When we are going to tell Amen, he'll come close his eyes, keep his hands like this and tell. I'll see what is happening in this 2.5 years kid. How come he knows that to do all these things?
So he is also having a spiritual walk with
Yes.
God. Maybe he's not able to, kind of express it.
Yes.
But something is happening on the
Yes.
inside with him. And as far as your work is concerned, now that you've got to run your household, take care of 2 little kids, and take care of your work also. So how is it in your work spot?
Yeah, like how all the girls face. No, I also had a problem in my house. Like it was just like, what is happening, Lord? Like each time in my life, I used to think I should again go back to the Lord for prayer. Things won't happen easy in my life. Always I should kneel down, pray, ask the Lord for His guidance. And devil was just always behind me to take away my happiness, like he got a small conflict between me, my in-laws, and I was in one stage telling that I'm not going to live with them. I'm going to lead a life separately. I don't want this joint family. I want a nuclear family. Started talking with my husband. Poor Chapam, he's a man of God. He won't talk back. He'll be very quiet and he will give me time. And really, I put him into a big test. He can't leave his parents. He can't leave me. In the middle, he has to pray to God. Really, that time God really led me and gave me a good counsel. And it was the only sister who guided me. And really, it was such a blessing because I don't know what decision to take. It was because really at that time, my father-in-law passed away. My mother-in-law was alone, but I'm taking a decision that I'm going to live alone. I couldn't think back, is it me who did I once slap myself? Thinking that, did I do that? How can I ever think like that? But really, I can tell our God is a victorious Lord.
Amen.
Who just did everything for us on the cross, really. And now we are leading a very happy life. I think devil doesn't want to happen, no. Now really we are living together. We are living happy, and really we are doing God's will ministries, and really it's awesome.
Yeah, the devil always loves to, attack the root.
Yes.
And the root is the family. So
Yes.
once the family is disturbed, he knows that we can't move any further in our destiny, in our purpose. But it's so beautiful that you submitted and surrendered to the counsel of God. You were open to it. You didn't just take your stand and say, no, I want it this way, and it has to be this way. So as a husband, he too, will be in a very difficult situation where he will not know which side to turn. But since you submitted, you surrendered into the hands of God, God was more than faithful in your life.
Yes.
And He made sure that, when you take a decision according to His will, His purpose, His plan, He makes sure that everything is made beautiful in its time. So viewers, you've been listening to Beulah and how she continued her walk with Christ, and her married life, how God blessed her with 2 children. And more than anything, how the Lord spoke to her and told her about her responsibility of taking care of her mother-in-law after she lost her father-in-law. So for anything and everything, all we need to do is just run into the arms of Jesus. And He's there to counsel us. He's there to direct our paths. He's there to lead us in that perfect destiny that He has for us. Well, till we meet in our next episode, it's a goodbye and God bless.
கரங்கள் கொட்ட